Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Nurliani, NPM 2021-25-00244. Today, I will explain about online learning. Education is the process of facilitating learning or the acquisitions of knowledge, skills, values, morals, beliefs, habits, and personal development. Education originated as transmission of cultural heritage from one generation to the next. Education is a dynamic force in the life of an individual and influences his physical, mental, social, emotional, ethical, creative, and spiritual development. E-learning is a learning method that must go through the use of the internet network. There are available learning services that can be used such as external hard disks, flash disks, CD-ROMs, or printed materials, and tutor service support must be available to facilitate e-learning learning. As I studied online since the beginning I entered the university. Actually, at my university, they don't use an online learning system. But after the coronavirus invaded our lives, almost all schools in the world use online learning system, including my university. Since the beginning of coronavirus, the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture has taken the right steps to use the e-learning system in schools in an effort to prevent further spread of the coronavirus. In Indonesia itself, it is not uncommon to find educational institutions that still rely on conventional methods. As usual, the teacher teaches in front of the class while giving the material in front of the students. In Indonesia, there are several schools that have used online learning. Like when I was in high school, my school sometimes used several online applications that help schools implement online learning. However, the e-learning method suddenly skyrocketed along with the emergence of a pandemic in Indonesia. In 2020, according to We Are Social data, there are 175.4 million internet users in Indonesia. This means that more than 50% of the Indonesian population is able to access information more easily. For this reason, online learning is a very popular system and has been used by almost all educational institutions in Indonesia. As it's possible, I'm a student majoring in English, which means almost all of my lessons are in English. There are many English learning applications that make it easier for me to learn lessons, even though almost all of the applications are only for practicing basic skills that focus on reading, listening, and writing. There are only few applications that have speaking and grammar features. It was enough to make it difficult for me when I wanted to train and expedite my speaking skills. For some material that is not in the application, usually I search on YouTube. Many people share their knowledge in this application. They explain the material in as easy and interesting way as possible, which makes it easy for many people to understand and find it very helpful. In my opinion, the difference between online and face-to-face learning is the learning media. Face-to-face usually uses print media such as modules, package books, photocopies of materials, and others. For sports activities can also be done together with friends and teachers who make students more active in interacting with each other. To learn online is actually the same. The teacher conveys the material but not directly, but using online learning media or using the internet such as Zoom, Google Meet, and Google Classroom. Because the material usually through chat applications such as WhatsApp and Telegram. For sports lessons, online learning usually uses videos that students will watch and then practice while recording. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.